Inyong Chinguya, sharing with you my weekly K-drama diary. I have four ongoing K-dramas. I watch Startup on Sunday and Monday, then Kairos every Tuesday and Wednesday, The Penthouse on Thursday and Friday, and Tale of the Nine-Tailed Fox every Friday and Saturday. If my work week is busy, I only watch and catch up on weekends or Saturdays. So, to start with Startup, we had another roller coaster of emotions for episodes 9 to 10. Nam-do-san and Good Boy again showed their charms with this scene. Imagine sleeping in a room with these two. Although I'll be honest that I'm a new fan of Kim Sun-ho, can't get enough of his cuteness, especially when he smiles and his dimple shows. Anyways, after the scene, Nam-do-san treated Dalmi and Granny to a trip. I could say this was the calm before the storm. By the way, I like the sunset view from the beach and the place where Nam-do-san and Dalmi get lost. And so the revelation. Episode 9 ended where Dalmi finally discovered that the Dosan 15 years ago was Mr. Han. Expectedly, episode 10 was about how Dalmi felt she was betrayed and don't want to talk to Dosan and to Mr. Han. Though I'm team good boy, I know Nam Dosan deserved to be chosen by Dalmi, and we all know that he is the main lead. Kudos to Nam Jo-hyuk's acting here. I felt the pain of Nam Dosan when he was trying to explain his side. Anyways, the drama is all about starting up a business. Episode 10 also continued to focus on the importance of the demo day, so Dalmi really deserves the CEO role as she tried to be professional despite her current confused state. On the lighter side, I thought this scene was already the awaited moment for the side story of these two. But I'm happy that with this scene, I think we're already getting there. In some dramas, I really tend to get more excited on side love story, so I'll be waiting for this too. Another light side was the cameo appearance of Lee Boyan. She's so beautiful, and I'm now curious what's with the ancestors, and do they have a myth on this? The biggest cliffhanger was this, so my guess was right that the one who wants revenge is one of the programmers. Now that he was revealed, I suddenly remembered the time they were arguing on the distribution of shares that it was not really a concern for him. Now that it makes sense, I'm curious why he was pointing at Mr. Han on the death of his brother. Knowing how Mr. Han asked questions, maybe he was one of the panelists during the demo day of his brother. Oh sad, but I can't remember a scene where there is a hint on how he looks at Mr. Han. Now on to Kairos. Like last week, they only had one episode. It was revealed in the ending of episode 5 that Sojin's wife and Dabin were alive. My guess also on this was right. As a K-drama fan, we know that most of the time, unless you see the body dead and cremated, there's a chance that the character is still alive. Haha, I really hate this wife, and I want to know what Sojin has done to her to make Sojin's life miserable. Or was she and Sdoghyun just greedy at the expense of Sojin? Hi. We've also seen from episode 5 that Mr. Kim saw Eri's mother as dead. This scene was so intense, and I was really curious how they can change another event in this episode. Every episode leaves me with so many questions after. They only have few days left before Dabin's kidnapping, and it seemed the wife was also intercepting what Eri could do to change what will happen in Sojin's timeline. My biggest question every episode is if there's a chance that Eri from the 1 month behind and Sojin in the present will meet. I checked the schedule and there are 2 episodes next week, at least more episodes to lessen the questions. There was no airing of Nine-Tailed Fox for this week, so we still have to wait another week to see how the battle between the Imogi and Yon will be. It was revealed from the previous episode that history seemed to be repeating itself, and Gia is the Imogi. But I'm actually most concerned on is on Rang. And last but not the least, the Penthouse. Didn't know this week also had 1 episode only. The competition among the parents as well as the children is getting more intense. It is still a mystery who killed Sol-ah, though I'm not sure if it was too obvious that it was the chairman that I would like to think that there's another one. It was shown that Sol-ah was with Byun-byul in the fire exit, but she was thrown from a balcony. I was actually thinking if it was the doing of the late congressman. Let's see how Suryon will uncover this. This scene reminds me of stories about events that at first seemed bad but as a preparation to something greater. Imagine getting splashed by water, then seeing an old woman carrying something heavy, and conscience tells you to help. Then when you are about To put the seal, the kid turned the TV to news and you get to hear the news you've been waiting for so long. Seemed like next week we will already see the rise of Yoonhee and her daughter, Rona, to the society, and they'll be living also in Hera's place. Will the bullying of the kids from Hera's place change once Rona becomes rich? Anyways, who was this guy who suddenly appeared to rescue Rona? So join me again next week for another review and reactions to my weekly diary. Let's share our K-drama feels. Annyeong!